Congratulations on your graduation, Rachel. Huh? Oh, hi, Lisa. You knew it was graduation ceremony at my university today? Yep, looks like you're a full-grown adult now. I guess. That reminds me, where did you get a job at? What? Remember how I asked you about how your job hunting was going around a year ago? You told me it's a secret. I won't tell you until graduation, right? I thought you would tell me after you graduated. Oh, yeah, I remember. Do you want to know that much? You're my late father's second wife, and you're not even related to me by blood. Well, yes, but for the past 10 years, ever since you were 12, I treated you like my own daughter. At least I tried to. Well, I guess there's no denying that you supported me up until now. I'm a bit unhappy that we were slightly in poverty, though. That's because I was saving for the future. But it's also largely because I didn't use any of the money from the inheritance or the insurance he left you. What? Is that so? I was planning on giving you the necessary papers to sign once you became an adult. Then give it to me tomorrow. What? Tomorrow? I need to leave the apartment I rented when I entered university by the day after tomorrow. Oh, you're moving. Yep, I'll stop by your place while I'm at it. Do you have the necessary money to move? I'm fine. I'll tell you about my job when I go there tomorrow as well. Alright, got it. Rachel, who are these men? They're putting the stuff you had left in our house into a truck. Yep, I told them to do it. You told them? They didn't seem like the people that work for a moving company, though. They're Mom's colleagues from work? Huh? Mom? It's obvious, but I'm not talking about you, Lisa. Hold on, don't tell me that. Did you go and meet Renee? I did go and meet her. In fact, I'm with her right now. What's the meaning of this? Don't tell me that the whole time you were in university? Yep, thanks to Renee, life at university was so fun, and I forgot all about getting a job and you. Since when have you been meeting her? Ever since the coming-of-age ceremony, I hired a detective to find out where she lives, and I had him bring us together at the coming-of-age ceremony. A detective? We've been meeting regularly ever since. Why didn't you tell me anything? You know why your father and that woman got divorced, right? Didn't your dad tell you over and over to not go anywhere near her because she's dangerous? Lisa, I'm thankful, I guess, for you supporting me up until now, but that's just the obvious thing to do as my only guardian left after Dad died, right? But the only person I want to call mother is my actual mother, Renee. Rachel. I don't need you to provide me with any more money. I already got the papers I need to inherit Father's money. You're of no use to me anymore. Could you at least tell me where you're moving and where you're going to be working? Oh, that's right. I actually never got a job. What? So does that mean you're going to be graduating without a job? There's something I want to tell you. You see, it looks like my mother Renee is going to support me from now on, so I'm cutting ties with you. What? Renee is going to support you? I'm going to live with my real mother, who's now a celebrity. You're cutting ties? You see, my mom Renee married a really rich man and is now living a life as a celebrity. Apparently, his name is Jack Willis. Jack Willis? That's the name of the man that caused your parents' divorce. Apparently, but I'm not bothered by such things, so it's all right. I mean, he's rich after all. He's so rich that he told me I didn't need to get a job and that I could just relax all day. Isn't that great? What are you talking about? You're so nosy. He already bought me brand new bags and clothes and stuff. I saw with my own eyes that my mom was living a life of luxury. Renee doesn't have that much money, you know. Now you're just lying. Liar. Bye. Rachel! Hi, Lisa. It's been 2 months since we last talked. No, I thought you cut ties with me. You pay too much attention to details. You insulted my mom so much, so I thought I would get revenge by boasting about my new celebrity life. Revenge, huh? First off, to celebrate moving in with Mom, she bought me several pretty party dresses. She says we're going to go out next week in these dresses. Not only that, but tonight we're going to have a full-course dinner at a high-class restaurant with a view. Apparently, it costs $500 per person. To think that I would be eating a single meal that costs 2 months of my food expenses during university. I'm such a celebrity. Is that so? But you shouldn't let your guard down, alright? What do you mean? You see, there was something that I had needed to tell you, but now that you're with them, I decided there was no longer any need. You're not making any sense. Well, I'm not your actual mother, and our relationship is a bit dry, but I did raise you for 10 years. So here's my last piece of advice for you. No matter what you do, don't give your father's inheritance to them. Huh? There's no way the kind of celebrity mother that's going to support me from now on is after my money. Don't get mad at me for no reason just because you're jealous that I'm living the life of a celebrity while you're still poor. Goodbye. Lisa? I'm begging you, answer my calls. I seem to recall you telling me that you were cutting ties with me. We have bigger problems right now. The account with Dad's inheritance money is completely dry. What? But I never gave them the account details. Did Renee steal them or something? I told you to change the PIN and the sign when I gave you the account details, right? Oh, yeah. I changed both of them the next day, but... Did you check the account balance after that? Yeah, I did. The money Renee said would be in the account was there. If that's the case, then there's no way I would have been able to withdraw the money. You understand that, right? Then why? Did you tell anyone the PIN? Mom told me that she wanted me to change it to her birthday to celebrate me moving in with her. That's it then, I guess. But Mom would never do such a thing. Lisa, what should I do? Apparently Mom used the money to pay off her debt. So that's what happened. I knew it. Huh? You knew? No, but I guessed that that's what she would do with the money. You remember why your parents divorced, right? Yeah. Mom cheated on Dad, and, Also, Mom was loose with her money.
Lose is putting it lightly.
What?
This is before me and your dad met, and I don't know what your parents told you when they were getting divorced while you were still in elementary school, but it seems that Renee was the type of person to take out loans without even hesitating. One day, she borrowed a loan from a group that was considered suspicious in society. Apparently, she met the man she would cheat on your dad with through them. Your dad knew that this was going to mean trouble, and so he rushed to hire a lawyer. He had already been gathering evidence of your mother's adultery, and used that to get divorced with her immediately. He didn't ask her to pay any alimony, and in return got custody of you. He changed jobs and moved far away, bringing you with him. Your grandparents, who passed away 8 years ago and 5 years ago respectively, were also forced to move.
So that's why I suddenly changed schools and moved?
Yep, he said he cut ties with everyone except his parents from his hometown, as if overnight.
What?
I was planning on telling you this when you graduated from university, but you know what happened next. To be honest, Renee reaching out to you before that was a miscalculation on my part. I understand painfully now that I underestimated her, even though I only heard about her from your dad.
Lisa, help me.
What?
I think they're going to make me take on customers from tomorrow.
Customers?
I overheard Renee and Jack talking to each other at night. It seems the party dress she bought for me last week was a uniform for work. Apparently, it's a hostess bar on the outside, but...
I understand.
Help me.
I'm sorry, but I won't be able to directly help you right now.
Why not? But we've known each other for 10 years.
I was suddenly told that I needed to go on a business trip abroad. I'm currently in the United States.
The U.S.?
I'm probably going to live here permanently in the future.
But you're the only person I can rely on, Lisa.
Well, I'll give you one hint then.
A hint?
The fact that you can still text me means that you have a chance to escape. But I think it's going to be a race against time.
What should I do?
I'll tell Judith about the whole situation.
Judith. Oh, your friend, right? The one who grew up on the island of Sakushima?
Yep, that one. You know where she lives, right?
Yep, the big house near the station, right? I always saw it on my way to high school, so I remember.
Her husband is a lawyer, so ask him for advice.
But I need money to get there.
I'll tell Judith to pay for your taxi, so return it to her afterwards, alright?
Got it. Lisa, thank you. I'm so glad you didn't get mad and cast me aside after what I said to you.
But Rachel, I haven't forgotten what you said to me. I just know that this is my last act of kindness towards you.
Lisa.
I'm not going to help you anymore. Try and live on your own from now on.
Okay, I'm sorry for what I said to you. Thank you for everything up until now.
It seems that Rachel immediately hopped into a taxi after that and went to Judith's house. Her husband, the lawyer, was exceptionally skilled. Not only did he manage to get back all the money Renee stole from Rachel, but he also started an investigation of the illegal store Rachel was almost made to work at. Thanks to his efforts, Renee and her husband Jack are now behind bars. Apparently, they're guilty of countless other crimes as well, such as fraud and tax evasion, so they won't be able to get out of this for a while. Also, Judith occasionally tells me how Rachel's doing, but it seems that she found a job that came with housing all on her own and has moved there. My eyes teared up when she said that Rachel was doing her best and has become a humble person. It seems that Rachel is no longer the person who said all those heartless things to me and deeply regrets what she did. It seems that I can move on with my life, with no bitter feeling of contempt mixed with sadness, but with a feeling of joy and hope, knowing that Rachel went on the right path. Inspired by her change of character and her willingness to move on with life, I will also try to do my best in this newfound heaven of mine.
Stella, can I talk to you for a moment?
Alan, taking a break now? I'm on a break too, so it's fine. What's up?
Well, you know about the gift for Mother's Day for our mom, right? I've been thinking about it for a while, you know? I've finally made a decision, so I wanted to let you know.
Ah, you mentioned it before. By telling me, does that mean you're planning to give something relatively expensive?
Exactly. Well, it seems tough to cover it with just my allowance.
If it's okay with you, Stella, could you contribute some money?
What do you think?
Since your mom has been taking care of me too, it's totally fine for me to chip in. Well, it depends on what it is. What are you thinking of sending?
I'm thinking of sending her on a trip.
Mother's Day is right before vacation, right?
A trip, huh? If we go, it'll be during vacation, right?
I have work too, so that's how it will be. I thought we could make it an early present. Since we only have one parent, I don't think she has ever been on a trip or anything.
I think she'll be really happy.
Did you talk to her about this?
Before I contacted you, she called me. I briefly mentioned it to her at that time. She said it's okay to go for about 2 nights.
I see.
I know that a trip can be financially challenging, but I want to show a giving back to her.
Can we somehow manage to use our savings?
Well, it's true that she has taken care of us. Okay, I'll cover the remaining amount.
Really? Thank you. Mom will be happy too.
You're welcome. The details of the trip haven't been decided yet, right?
We decided on it today, actually. She said she'd like to go to a hot spring if we go. We're going to plan to discuss it again.
Then, let me know once the details are confirmed. I'll withdraw the money.
Thank you so much.
I know it's going to be a lot of trouble, but I'm counting on you.
But are you okay? Vacation is coming soon, isn't it? From now, all the hotels must be fully booked, right?
I'll look into that, including availability. Well, we've made some preliminary arrangements, so I think it'll be fine.
I see, that's good then.
Also, I'm sorry to say this to you, but for this trip, I want it to be just us, without you. I know it will make you feel lonely, but
I understand. It's your first trip together as a parent-child duo. I'm not completely oblivious to the situation. So go and enjoy it, just 2 of you.
I really appreciate you. In return, I'll accompany you during the rest of vacation.
Remember what you said, okay? I want to visit my parents' house and go out for some fun too. Make sure you keep me company, alright?
of course. I'll do my best to make sure you have a good time. Well then, I'll get back to work.
Thank you so much for this time.
Got it, I'll get back to work too. Good luck, Alan. Alan, how's it going for you? Have you arrived at the hotel already?
We just checked in a little while ago. We're discussing where to have lunch with her right now.
I'm glad you arrived safely. I looked up some websites briefly. And there are many delicious things in the area, right? What are you planning to eat?
I'm torn between Chinese food and sushi. Both places look delicious.
Lucky you! Now I feel like having something to eat too. Maybe I'll get some Chinese food for lunch today.
In that case, we'll go for sushi.
Don't compete in weird ways. But it's really good. I'd love to go to a hot spring too. Take me there next time, okay?
Let's go on the next long weekend or something.
By the way, I'm really sorry.
Huh, what's wrong? Why the sudden apology?
Well, Stella, you've listened to my selfishness, right? And because of that, I'm making you feel lonely. So I'm really sorry.
It's fine, really. Besides, she's been good to me too. I gave my approval for this trip, remember? I'm not suddenly concerned about it or anything.
Thank you, really.
Instead, since you're already there, you should have fun. It would be pointless if you can't enjoy yourself because you're worried about me. You should apologize to her.
You're right about that.
I'll decide to enjoy myself to the fullest now.
That's right. Just make sure you give me your full attention when you return. For now, cherish the time with her.
That's what I'll do.
Thank you so much.
It's your first trip with her, after all. Usually, you go to visit her alone. But occasions like this should be treasured.
As much as I enjoy it, I'll definitely buy back some souvenirs for you. Should you look forward to it too?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
And I know this might not be the best timing, but I'm planning to go out for drinks tonight. It's been a while. We're planning to do some sightseeing tomorrow morning, so I might be late if you try to contact me.
If that's the case, it's totally fine. I'll refrain from contacting you unless it's an emergency.
I'd appreciate it if you could do the same. Well then, I'm going out to eat. See you later.
Let me know as soon as you wake up.
I just woke up.
By the way, I checked the call history and you've been calling since last night. What's with the phone calls? We're on a trip with my mom, so stop calling so much. Didn't I ask you to refrain from calling yesterday?
I said to only contact you if it's an emergency, right? But you haven't been answering at all, and it's causing trouble.
I'm sorry about that. So, what happened after all?
Your mom passed away. The funeral is scheduled for the day after tomorrow.
What?
What kind of joke is this? I don't understand.
You don't understand? That's my line. Aren't you on a trip with her? But last night, I received a call from the hospital saying, your mother-in-law is in critical condition.
Is it true? Where are you right now?
I've been at the hospital since last night. I found it strange because you two were on a trip. Then I received a call from a relative and rushed there immediately. I've been calling you the whole time, you know?
No, wait a minute. Seriously, is that true that my mom passed away? You're joking, right?
So I'm telling you what happened. When I arrived at the hospital, she was already gone. They were doing mortuary care on her when I got there.
This can't be true.
Anyway, I'll come back right away.
About that, you know. You don't have to come back.
Huh? What are you talking about?
She's my mom, you know?
That's exactly why. What were you doing when your own mother was in critical condition? Lying to me and probably having an affair, right?
Stop with these baseless accusations. I haven't done anything like that.
Then who are you on this trip with? Your mom is here. Where are you? Can't say anything, can you? Because that's the truth.
Even if I were having an affair, so what? What does that have to do with my mom?
Because it's relevant, I'm telling you.
What are you talking about? Where's the relevance?
When you occasionally went back to her house alone, it wasn't to visit her. It was just an excuse for your affair, right? Even more, you were also asking her for money.
Why are you bringing up that now?
The auntie who contacted me told me about it. She said that you only visited your mom when you were with me, and that she struggled financially because of the money you asked her. I was really surprised because I didn't know any of that.
But even so, that doesn't justify this, right? The fact remains that I'm the only child of my mother. Do you have the right to stop me from visiting my own parent?
I don't have that right. I can't even stop you from attending the funeral.
Well then, that's fine.
Stop interfering.
But you know, it's not just my opinion. It's the collective sentiment of all your mom's relatives.
Everyone.
They don't want to meet someone like you. They're saying, don't come to the funeral. You don't have the qualification to bid farewell to a mother to who you caused suffering and betrayed your wife. Understand?
Don't mess with me. I'm definitely going, all right?
Oh, really? Well, do as you please then. Well, I don't think they'll let you in, though.
What do you mean by they won't let you in?
You'll find out when you come and see, won't you? Well then, I have preparations for her funeral. So please don't contact me anymore.
Hey, Stella. Say something to them too. They're not letting me in at all.
Didn't I tell you yesterday? They won't let you in. Have you finally understood?
Why can they let you in and not me? I'm her real son, you know.
It's just that they don't want you to attend. All the relatives are saying that if you come, they'll turn you away. In fact, they won't let you in, will they?
But even so, this is just unbelievable. It's seriously annoying. Whose mother's funeral do you think this is?
I don't think complaining there will make any difference. Anyway, just be quiet and behave, all right?
No, I'll definitely go in. I'll go and have a talk with them. Seriously, it's impossible to reason with them. They said, how dare such an unfilial child like you show up? Seriously, stop joking around.
Have you given up already? It's obviously a waste of time, and the funeral is about to start soon.
That's exactly why. You're inside, aren't you? So tell them to let me through.
Of course, I do not want to, right? Why should I have to help you? Let me tell you, I feel the same as everyone else. In fact, it's because you never paid attention to her until now, right? So why is it now?
I never expected things to turn out like this.
You're the one who caused all this, you know? And yet you still look like it's not your fault. How shameless can you be?
Don't get mad at me just because I had an affair. It's said having an affair is a sign of a man's worth, right? Just let it go and let me in already.
It's up to us to decide that. Don't act defiant and say things that make no sense. And by the way, don't try to force your way in. If you do, I'll call the police.
Don't make a big deal out of it. I just want to bid farewell to my mom.
Even if that's the case, no one wants that. So, it's pointless. Plus, it would be troublesome if the police were called, right? It would be troublesome for me too, so just wait in silence.
So you're okay with me having an affair?
Huh? Why do you think that?
Because if your husband gets arrested, it would be troublesome, right? So, does that mean you're not concerned about the affair?
Never! I just don't want the divorce process to be a hassle. I have no intention of forgiving you and the woman you had an affair with. I'll take as much money as I can from you.
No, seriously, give me a break. I'll give back to you for this trip's expenses. So please forgive me.
How are you going to repay? You didn't have that money, so you lied to me and went on the trip, right?
Well, my mom passed away, right? That means there are mom's properties. Considering that, it would be a loss to get divorced now, you know? You understand that much, don't you?
I can't believe you're saying such things when you're at a loss for words. It was the right decision not to let you in, after all.
What do you mean by that?
That's the reason why we're getting a divorce, because you don't understand that. Got it? Just stay quiet. Don't say anything that will embarrass my mother-in-law any further.
Is that really okay? Don't you also want some? If we get divorced, you'll definitely regret it.
I would regret it if I had stayed as your wife. So let's get divorced. It's the choice that won't make me regret. After that, I ignored his contacts and the funeral ended without any issues. After the funeral, he confronted me about the divorce, but with the help of the relatives who were present, I managed to silence Alan. We went to the city hall together and submitted the divorce papers, and we got divorced. As for her money that he had been talking about, there was no significant inheritance to speak of, especially considering that he had been begging for money. Additionally, he had to pay me alimony, and he broke up with his affair partner. Now, he lives a difficult life. After the divorce from him, I enjoy my independent life. I regularly visit my ex-mother-in-law's grave, reporting on my current situation and cleaning the grave. Even though I divorced him, his mom is still an important mother to me, so I will continue to live without forgetting that.